Because Mike here, I wanted to talk to you about something that happened earlier today, and the thought came into my mind that sometimes seemingly unimportant thing can potentially alter your behavior, your mindset. So we need to be more mindful about certain things when they happen in our life, right? We need to be more conscious. We need to be more cognizant about that. So here is what had happened, right? So I called my brother earlier today. WhatsApp call is a free call, and I talk to him every couple of weekends, right? I call him, first call is missed call, I call him back again, second call is missed. I get a message from the other side, who is this, right? I said, bro, this is makarand. I get another message, what is bro, what is makarand, right? So bro, I used like an Indian translation of the word bro, which is bhau, right? And I get a message saying that what is bhau, what is makarand, right? And why are you calling me? So I keep scratching my head as to why my brother is questioning, did he forget my number in his address book, or did he change his phone number, whatever, right? A couple of thoughts came into my mind, right? And then I go back to my brother's entry, right, on my phone. I realized that I ended up calling my brother's US number when he visited me a couple of years back, and I never ended up deleting that number, right? So I was assuming I was calling my brother's mobile number in India, but I ended up calling brother's US number, which is non-existent. Of course it is existent, but somebody else has it now, right? So I understood what happened. I write like a really nice apologetic message to this person saying that I realized my mistake. I'm so sorry about this. I was thinking I was calling my brother, and I'm really sorry for inconvenience. And so that it doesn't happen again, I will delete this number. And then that person really sent me like really bad messages with really foul language, calling me all sorts of names, right? I was stunned. Like he called me like somebody like a molester, somebody like a rapist. He's gonna call cops. I don't know whether it was he or she, whoever that might be, right? And I get it, right? Because a couple of years back, right, I have gotten like a weird messages on my daughter's phone, right? So I understand the gravity of that. Somebody was just trying to safeguard their interest, right? But then I was really nice and I explained who I was. I even wrote my name, right? And I said, feel free to call cops if you really want to, but I'm not somebody that what you are thinking about, right? But the more I started responding, right, the more that person got encouraged, and he used that as opportunity to come back at me, attacking me using all sorts of vile foul language, right? I still have those messages. I stopped responding back to that person. There was no use, right? So that brings me to a couple of different points, right? So number one, right now we are living in an intense environment. Maybe it is because of COVID-19, right? A lot of people's jobs have gotten affected. There are a lot of layoffs happening. A lot of businesses have gone bankrupt, right? Or maybe a lot of people are having real issues in their life, right? The relationship issues, marriage issues, whatnot, right? So I really don't know where that person is in that particular situation. I'm not judging that person, right? But that is one thing, right? Sometimes you just need to be mindful of, rather than judging someone right away, right? This is what I was thinking. Maybe I should just let it pass, right? Because there is no point in me kind of going back and forth. The more I am responding, the more that person is getting encouraged to use that as an opportunity, finding me as a scapegoat, right? So that's the first thing, right? Just be cognizant about the environment that is happening. It's an extreme political environment, extreme pandemic. People are really having real life crisis issues, right? So we are not able to judge the gravity of the issues that they are having. So that's number one, right? Number two, right, the more you start responding to these people, right, the more they use that as an opportunity to pull you down, right? It can drain your energy very easily, very quickly. So you just need to be mindful about that, right? So the way I just then decided to move on, I said to myself that let's focus on changing my environment. So I shut off my WhatsApp for like 2-3 hours earlier today. It's a really great day outside right now. We've been blessed to have like such a great weather in Jersey right now, and I'm outside, and I thought about just sharing these thoughts, right? So just change your environment. That will allow you to change your attitude, your mindset. So that's number 2, right? Number 3, right? The third point that I was thinking about is you are not a problem solver for that person, right? So I'm not there to solve that person's problem. Yes, I'm not here to judge that person, right? But at the same time, I'm not here to solve that person's problem, right? So it's better to maintain that distance, because even if I try to apply that empathy, right? Even if I have that empathetic attitude, it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to result in any kind of meaningful outcomes, right? So that's number 3, right? And then the last but not the least, the fourth point that I was thinking about was Stephen Covey, right? Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Successful People, and one of his habits is it says that seek to understand and be understood. Be first to seek to understand and then be understood, right? So I tried to apply that first part, right? I was trying to understand that person, and then I tried to also get myself understood to that person, right? But it didn't go anywhere, right? So even though that is a best practice and it does work, in this case it really didn't work. And so sometimes you just need to be more mindful about that. You just need to be more conscious about that. Yes, I think you probably have certain good guidelines, some certain good baseline point that you can try to maneuver, right, to move from bad situation into a good situation. But sometimes there may not be an end in sight, because there was no context in terms of the discussion that I had with this person. So there was no point in applying and then reasoning with that person. So those are the 4 points, right? The COVID-19, we are living in extreme situations, so just be mindful about that. Number 2 is basically you keep yourself firm. You don't give your power out to someone. Other people may easily pull you down with their attacking mode, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 is basically you empathize to a certain degree, but you are not their problem solver. And then last but not the least is basically try to apply these success principles. Stephen Covey is a great guy, right? Seek to understand and then be understood, right? It may work, it may not work. So signing off for now. Have a great day.